have negative 1, 6 times the log base 4 of 7 minus everything minus log base minus negative log base 4 of 2 plus log base 4 of b plus 1/3 times the log base 4 of 64 minus log base 4 of d minus 3 times the log base 4 of 1,048,576. Whoa! Ang hirap! Pero di bali kung mahirap. You know why? God is with us and He will help us solve this problem. So now let's go back to simplifying logs. So di ba remember what we do first? First, we need to condense, we need to distribute everything, whatever needs to be distributed. Para hindi tayo mahirapan. Okay? So therefore, di ba remember this is number 10, di ba? Let me write this for you. Let me rewrite this para hindi kayo mahirapan. So di ba remember you have negative 1, 6 log base 4 of 7. Di ba? And then minus, di ba remember we have to distribute the minus, di ba? I-distribute na namin. Let me copy everything first. I-copy na everything muna para mamaya we will do the problem. So log base 4 of 2 plus log base 4 of b. Di ba? Tama ba? And then, plus 1/3 times log base 4 of 64 minus log base 4 of d minus 3 times log base 4 of 1,048,576. Yan. Now, let's work this out. So, first, let's apply the power law. Kasi hindi ba remember yung negative 1, 6, that's going to be log base 4 of negative log base 4 of 7 being raised to the 1/6 power. Or which you can just rewrite as the 6th root of, or which you can just rewrite as negative log base 4 of the 6th root of 7. Tama? And then this one, we have to distribute. Distribute the negative. Negative times negative becomes plus positive log base 4 of 2. Diba? Plus log base 4. Diba? Remember, negative times positive becomes negative. So that becomes negative log base 4 of b. Diba? So yan. That's it. Now what about the 1/3? We distribute the 1/3. So we have 1/3 log base 4 of 64. And then minus, that becomes negative 1/3 minus 1/3 log base 4 of d. And then 1/3, and then we have 1/3 times negative 3, that becomes negative 1. So, di ba remember 1/3 times negative 3, di ba 1/3 times negative 3, they cancel. And di ba remember that becomes negative 3. Negative 3 divided by 3 equals negative 1. So, therefore, it's just negative 1 times log base 4 of 1,048,576. Or which we can just write that as minus na lang. We don't need to write na lang negative 1. We just write that as minus. So, minus 4 log base 4 of 1,048,576. Okay? So, yan. That's how we're gonna write this in the next expanded form. What's the next step? So, yan. Di ba remember sabi ko dito, if we have fractional exponents, we can bring that upstairs. And then, we can rewrite that. So, therefore, we have log base 4 of 2 minus log base 4 of b plus, di ba remember log base 4 of 64 raised to the 1/3 power. And they're all being raised to the 1/3 power. Di ba? And then this one, it's minus. Minus log base 4 of d raised to the 1/3 power again. Bring out the exponent. And then the third one, wala na si 1/3 kasi nag-simplify sa 3. So therefore, just copy log base 4 of that number na lang. So minus log base 4 of 1,048,576. So yun na yung sagot. Okay? Now that's your answer. But we're still not yet done because we still need to translate the fractional exponents into roots, into their corresponding roots. So doing this, we rewrite this again, copy everything what we have so far. 6 root of 7 plus log base 4 of 2 minus log base 4 of b plus, do you remember we have log base 4 of 64 raised to the 1/3 power, which is the same as log base 4 of the cube root of 64. Tama? Can you see what I'm writing? And then, di ba remember, you have log base 4 of d raised to the 1/3 power. That's the same as log base 4 of d square cube root of d. Di ba? Minus log base 4 of 1,048,576. Okay? Now, everything's already neat. Now, let's already put everything back in place. So, therefore, we have log base 4, di ba? Log base 4, di ba? Ano yung mga negatives ilagay sa baba? Ano yung mga positive ilagay sa taas? So, which are the negatives? We have, ano yun, the 6th root of 7. So, therefore, yung 6th root ng 7, ilagay namin sa baba. Okay? Just like that. What about log base 4 of 2? Nasa taas. Very good, nasa taas. What about, ano yun? So, this one we're already done. This one we're already done din. What about negative log base 4 of b? Baba. Very good. Dahil nasa baba siya. So, times b. We're done with this. What else? Log base 4 of cube root of 64. Pero it's plus. So, saan mo ilagay? Sa taas. Diba? And then we have minus log base 4 of the cube root of d. Preceded by a minus. Saan mo siya ilagay? Sa baba. Very good. Because may minus, diba? D. Diba? And then meron pa ba? Meron pa ba? Ayan. Log base 4 of 1,486,700 something. Nasa baba yun. Bakit? Kasi nga sabi ko sa'yo, because it's minus. So, therefore, 1,048,576. So, yan. So, therefore, that's our final answer. Pero, I think we can still simplify this further. How can we simplify that? So, therefore, the log base 4 of 2, di ba remember the square root of 64 is, ano yun? 4. And 2 times 4 is 8. So, therefore, we can rewrite that as log base 4 of the entire quantity of copy everything in the bottom. Di ba we have 8 here, nasa taas. Kasi di ba remember, square root of 64, cube root of 64 is 4. And 2 times 4 is 8. So, copy everything. We have, ano yun? Square root, 6 root of 7. Diba? Times, ano yun? Times b. Diba? Or you can just do b times 6 root of 7. And then being multiplied by cube root of d. Diba? Just like that. Pwede pa rin ganun. You can also write it that way. Log base 4 of 8 divide by this factor. Pero what you call this, diba remember, you still have that 1,448, 1,048,576. So I know that it's a big number. So can we simplify that? Let's try to use that in Excel. So ganito kasi yun. We type the number log, and then parenthesis, number, the number is 1,048,1048,576, and the base is 4. What answer did we get? Whoa! 10! Grabe! Ang layo naman! So therefore, that's being raised to the 10th power. And we do it this way. So therefore, it's going to be negative 10. To write our final answer, that's going to be negative 10 plus log base 4 of 8 in the numerator divided by b times the 6th root of 7 times the cube root of d. Yan. And that is your final answer. Box your final answer para sure. Sorry, the paper were like that. We're kind of messy. Ayan. And then you see the answer here, yung nasa box. That is your final answer. So that's already your final answer, okay? Yun yung talagang final answer namin. Gets? Now let's double check to see if everything's correct. Going back to our numbers that we have so far. So, di ba remember, this is my answer key. My answer key is right here. So, ganito kasi yun. And my answer key is this. Correct. It's a natural log of A plus B plus C. And that is correct. That is how we expand it. Di ba? That's how we simplify it. Yes. And then sa number 2, we get 2 as the answer. I forgot to put it, but it's correct. And the number 3, our final answer is 8. So, correct. Number 4, the correct answer is supposed to be log base 5 of k raised to the 4th power or 25k raised to the 4th power divided by n. Did we get that? Yes, very good. Also, I forgot to put parentheses. And the number 5, log base 3 of r, correct. Log base 3 of a plus log base 3 of I plus 3 times the log base 3 of n minus 4 minus log base 3 of x. Correct. That can still be written as negative 4 plus 3 times plus log base 3 of r, and then copy the rest. Number 6, we're supposed to get negative 3 plus log base 8 of t raised to the 4th power, b raised to the 6th power, all divided by q raised to the 5th power. Did we get that? Negative 3 plus log base 8 of b raised to the 6th times t raised to the 4th and q raised to the 5th. Correct. And that's the answer that we're supposed to get. For number 7, di ba we're supposed to get log of u times v times square root of x times the cube root of z squared in the numerator. Did we get that? uv square root of x cube root of z squared is correct in the numerator. And then sa denominator, we're supposed to get w times the cube root of y. We got that. So all of it correct. This is correct. Next, number 8, we're supposed to get the answer of 2 times log base 9 of x plus 8 times log base 9 of y minus 6 plus 12 times log base 9 of a. Did we get that? I'm sure we got that kanina, di ba? So 2 times log base 9 of x, correct. 8 times log base 9 of y. Yeah, that's correct. 2, and then this becomes 6, correct. Negative 6 pala to. And then 12 times log base 9 of a. Correct. So this is correct. Negative 6 plus 2 times log base 9 of x plus 8 times log base 9 of y plus 12 times log base 9 of a. Correct. Number 9, we're supposed to get the answer of negative 5. Negative 5 comes first. Minus 5 halves times log base 2 of a. Correct. And then we're supposed to have negative 5 halves times the log base 2 of c. And then minus 35 times the log base 2 of d. Very good. And then minus 15 times the log base 2 of h. Very good. And then plus 25 times the log base 2 of I. And then minus 50 times the log base 2 of j. Very good. So correct na yan. And then for the last problem, we're supposed to get this answer. Negative 10. Teka, di ba remember ang kinuha ko dito? This is the answer that I got here. The answer that I got here is, ano yun? Negative 10 plus log base 4 of 8. I was wrong here. Kasi nga, di ba remember, ang, ano yun, what do you call that? It's 1/7 pala. Kasi nga, di ba remember, may negative exponent pala dito eh. Kasi nga, di ba remember, I have a negative 1/6, so therefore it's negative. So that's why it has to be negative 1/6 pala yun. So therefore, yung 1/6, that's, I should have took that as a whole. That's a negative exponent pala. I thought kasi that's taken as ano yun, individually. So dapat supposed to be negative 1/6. So dapat it's going to be, ano yun? Kaya pala yung ginawa ko. Tama yung ginawa ko. I brought the negative exponent up. Kasi ang ginawa ko, I just left the exponent down eh. Pero ang ginawa ko, dinala ko yung exponent sa taas. And once I did it this way. 7 raised to the negative 1 power or 1/7 times the cube root of 6. So, dapat ito yung final sagot. Kasi nga dapat, ang ginawa ko dito, this should be brought up. Hindi siya nasa baba. Nasa taas siya. Kasi di ba remember, you have a negative exponent. Di ba you have negative 1/6. And negative 1/6 is just a negative fraction, a negative exponent. So that's being raised to the top. So dapat ito yun. We have 7 raised to the negative 1/6 power. And then, di ba remember, it's the same as 7 raised to the negative 1 square root of 6. So dapat ito yun. Or which you can just rewrite that as negative, the, 1 to 7. So dapat ito yung final sagot namin. The final answer is supposed to be negative 10 plus log base 4 of 8 times negative 1 over 7. 1 over 7 over b times the cube root of d. Yun ang tamang sagot. Kasi nga ang ginawa ko, pinadala ko yung exponent sa taas eh. I just left this negative there. I should take it. Kaya that's why nga more lesson learned for students, whenever you see negative here, don't forget to take it with you. Even though you just want to leave it there, you have to take it with you because this is taken as a group.